Hello, I welcome you all to the another episode of these tutorials. And today I want to take you on how to work with AutoCAD blocks. In the last video that I released, we talked about how to download free AutoCAD DWG blocks from the net free. And most persons, they didn't understand the concept of block. So in this course, I want to show you how you can create your own block yourself. Maybe you are working on a project and some of the components are the windows, the bed, the staircase, and the doors. You want to create a single element that you don't need to repeatedly be creating these things. You just want to pick them whenever you want it and to place it in their respective positions. So that is the essence of blocks. And also, when you are working with other architects and other designers using the project that you are working with, you can be able to communicate with them concerning the blocks that you create. So in this course, I've already created this element and I want to convert this geometry now to a block. So by now, I believe you must have set your unit, you must have set up the AutoCAD ready to work on a project. So this is the geometry I want to convert to a block. And how do we convert to a block? Right here on your home tab, right here at your block ribbon, you are going to see this. Click on the create command here. So when you click on it, a block definition palette is going to pop up, which contains some of the options that you should work with it. So right here you can see specify on the screen. You have the pick point command. So here is the name. So we are going to give a name to our block and I want to call it door. So we are going to pick a point. Picking a point, when you click on this pick a point, you can pick a point to be as a reference point whenever you want to place it. So I'll click on this point, click on here to pick a point, then select the object, and when I click on this, you can select this object, select this, then you hit your enter button. You can see down here 2 objects selected. So whenever you want to convert a geometry is made up of several objects. If you use lines element to create it, it's going to comprise of all the geometries there. So right here I have 2 objects selected, and there's an option whether to retain the object, whether to convert it to block, or whether to delete it. So we are going to check that one later. For right now, I'm going to convert it to a block. And there are other options like annotative, scale uniformly, and allow exploding. So for now, we are just going to convert it to a block. Thereafter, we are going to see the other options. Then also a space that you can describe in few words what your block is all about. So right now, let me click OK. And when you click OK, we've successfully converted this geometry into a block. And how do we know it has been converted to a block? You go back to your block ribbon here. When you click on insert, the arrow pointing down, you are going to see the door that has been created as a block. So when you click on this, remember that we chose this point as a reference point. So it has turned into an object which you can place it anywhere in your drawing. So wherever you want to place a door, all you have to do is just to click on this insert, then pick the block you want to place. If it's a window, and here if it's a door, if it's a bed, if it's a water system, and thereabouts. So just click on it and begin to place it there. Now let's press Ctrl Z to go back to our former geometry so that we could see other options of creating the block. Now let's go back to our insert command or to create command, then give it the same name, sync. Right here we are going to pick the same point. Alright, then you have to select the object, which is this object and this object. Hit your enter button. Now we already see the block unit is in millimeters. Now this block unit takes the units that your template, AutoCAD template, came with. So right now mine is in millimeters, that's why it's showing here. And this option that it will retain the initial geometry. Now we are going to work with this. So let's select retain, then click OK. Now when you click on that retain, we can see that this has retained the initial geometry that we had. So all of them are in single element. here it has not been converted to block right here. So all you have to do, if you want to see whether it's working, click on here, then you see it has been converted to block while the initial element still retain its geometry. So we are going to see another option. Let's press Ctrl Z a couple of times, then go back to create. We are going to give it the same name, door. Alright, then we pick a point which is going to be here, then we select the object, which is this object and this object. You hit your enter button. Now we are going to delete it. Let's click on delete to see what it's about. Now when you click on delete, you are deleting the former geometry, but it has been converted to a block. So all you have to do is to click on here, then you place back your geometry here. Now you can place it multiple times. You can also place it here, and wherever you want it, you just begin to place it here. Now let's press Ctrl Z a couple of times to return back to our initial geometry. So we are going to go back here to see other options of this. So in our next course, we are going to be looking at these annotative tools, what we mean by scale uniformly and allowing exploding options. So I believe at the end of this course, you have been able to understand the concept of AutoCAD blocks and how to work with it. So in our next course, we are going to look more into creating blocks and working in higher dimensions of creating blocks. So I thank you for listening and participating in today's course, and I wish to see you in our next course. Please help me by clicking on the subscribe button, then by the side click on the bell to receive upcoming updates, and also don't forget to like my video. So thank you very much for listening.